you the type of person who has to get the latest, most popular makeup? Or are you the one who has to get the newest pair of Jordans to get all your friends' jaws dropping? Or are you the one who doesn't care where your clothes come from? They could come from Target or even the thrift store. Well, that doesn't matter. Whether your shirt costs $10 or even $60. If you think that you will be the most popular person just because your style is on fleek, you are thinking wrong. Many kids are being picked on just because their family can't afford a $40 pair of jeans or the most trendy pair of socks. So as a community, we need to remind ourselves to accept people as they dress or what they think is awesome. To make matters worse, the things we choose to wear often run up against strict dress codes. You might think, well, I can't wear hats, thin tank tops, or even high shorts. And all of that is for a reason, and you should respect that. You have a full summer to wear that, and you have the weekends. School dress codes are great to have, but so many people are not following them, so what's the point? There is a policy, though, that will not let kids have to wear those oversized sweatpants or that super small school t-shirt. That is school uniforms. Okay. They create so many positives for school communities. Many cities have jumped aboard on having school uniforms, and that number is growing every day because schools are realizing how it creates less problems. School uniforms don't have to be a bad thing. They could be a good thing for many reasons, including helping resist peer pressure to buying trendy clothes. Say if everyone was buying zebra print leggings, and you didn't want to be left out because they were too expensive or your mom isn't willing to drive you to the mall. When you have school uniforms, that doesn't happen. Also, it increases a sense of belonging to the school. If people don't feel popular and they don't think that they belong in a school because no one likes their style, having school uniforms decreases that negativity. It also minimizes distractions to the students. If a student is wearing something that is getting students' attention and cutting the lack of them learning, that could be very bad, especially if they have a test coming up. If they have uniforms, that will not happen. Everyone will be wearing the same thing, so it won't distract anyone. School uniforms are already spreading around the country very quickly. 6 very popular cities are a part of that. New Orleans, for example, is one of them. 95% of all public schools there have to wear school uniforms. Second is Cleveland with 85%, third is Chicago with 80%, fourth is Boston with 65%, fifth is Miami with 60%, and lastly is Cincinnati. 50% of their public schools have to wear school uniforms. So many schools and states and cities are starting to realize that school uniforms are the way to go. These popular and crowded cities realize that because half, or even more than half, of the public schools have to wear them. So if this number increases, other cities and schools will notice that it's not a bad decision, but a good one. Former President Bill Clinton was taking part of encouraging schools to have a school uniform policy going on during the 90s. On January 3rd, 1996, Bill Clinton told Congress, if it means that teenagers will stop killing each other over designer jackets, then our public schools should be able to require their students to wear school uniforms. Clinton is saying if school uniforms can prevent kids from tearing each other apart, it's worth it. On February 25th, 1996, Bill had recited that same speech on his weekly radio address during a series of media appearances. In 1998, Clinton continued his promotion of school uniforms with a speech at the annual convention of the American Federation of Teachers. Bullying has grown so much in this generation, and part of that is because people don't like what some kids wear, or they don't, or don't think they fit in. Did you know roughly 160,000 students miss school daily because they are afraid of attack or imitation by other kids? If we had school uniforms, that wouldn't happen unless they were getting bullied for another reason. In conclusion, the best option for schools is to have a school uniform policy.